Today we're going to talk about the cons of the Dji Avata. So ever since I got it, the first thing I disliked about this quad is the USB cache, which is not very accessible. This is where you can plug your USB cables and there's a SD card slot. So I don't really like the fact that they've put it where the prop was, because if you don't close it properly and you turn your quad, you might snatch your props and you're good to replace it. I don't like this USB cache location. I don't like the fact that they've put it here. I don't like the video reach in Europe. To be honest with you, I've applied the FCC Act to this quad because the CE mode, man, I cannot fly like that. Like, some people have come to me and complained about it and they told me, look, I can only get away at like 200 meters. Some people have complained about the noise in flight. Honestly, I don't find it to be noisier than the DJI FPV. The sound might be different, but I don't know if there's a difference if we talk about decibels. I don't think so. But this is not a quad you would use to be quiet or to be like on stealth mode. Forget about that. From the moment on you fly this drone, you'll get noticed. People will know there's someone right here. I don't like the built-in stabilization, and professionally, this is not something I would use. I think I would still stick to GyroFlow, as this is what I use. I don't have RealSteady. RealSteady only works with GoPro footage, so I'd still stick to GyroFlow. The built-in stabilization is not enough for me, and I think it's the same as on the DJI Action 2, which was better than the DJI FPV, but not as good as the RealSteady stabilization with GoPro footage. I don't like the price of it. If you need to equip yourself with the goggles too. I don't exactly remember the price, but I find it to be very expensive, but I don't feel concerned by that because I already had the DJI FPV combo, already had the goggles V2 and the remote controller too, so I just had to get this quad plus some Avata batteries. But I find the goggles to be very expensive, and a lot of people have tried them and they say that they're more expensive, but you don't feel more comfortable when you wear them. I mean, what's in there, in the goggles, in the lenses is better, but I'm talking about comfort. To me, if I was to pay something more expensive, it should have to be better. And from what I've heard, the experience is not that better. It's smaller, but not more comfortable. And when we fly those things, we need to feel good. The cost of batteries. As far as I can remember, those batteries cost around, in the Eurozone, 120 euros. I find them expensive. Yes, they last a long time, and I think if you fly with those batteries, you'll get more flight time than with regular FPV batteries, okay, but I find them expensive. But we are used to it. You get what you pay for. Yes, they're expensive, but you gain in peace of mind. When you start like a charging cycle, you don't need to worry about those FPV batteries burning your house down. One thing I don't like about it is if you use it while it's very windy out there, you'll get some vibrations that you won't be able to remove on post-production, because it's a Cine Whip. To me, it was designed to fly it indoor. You can fly it outdoor, but it was not designed to fly the same way as the DJI FPV. For example, my last vacations, I went to the Caribbean. I was on the shore. It was very windy. Even though I like this one a lot, I would not have used this one because when it's windy, this is not that big of a deal. I'd rather stick to the other one, the previous one, the DJI FPV. Outdoor or indoor, close to the ground or close to your subject. But this is not like a long range FPV quad. I would not put it in that category. I think this one complements the previous one. One thing I don't like about it is the absence of vertical cameras, just in case you fly above mirrors. mirrors. Let me explain to you when I talk about mirrors. Let us say that you fly just over the sea. I think your sensors can be fooled by that, and the consequence of it will be hard for it to know what the altitude is, and you could get in trouble, you could lose it. Honestly, I would not fly this one just over the sea. I would use another one. And about the goggles too, I've heard that the touchpad is not that accurate. Is it a gimmick? I don't know. Some people prefer touchpads and other people prefer old-fashioned buttons, but I've heard it's not that precise. So as I said before, if it's more expensive, it should be better at the end of the day. The Fly More pack contains only 2 batteries. You get a charging hub. You can charge 4 batteries at the same time, but you only get 2 batteries. But the thing is, if they were to put 4 batteries in a Fly More pack, would you be ready to pay the right price? Because one battery costs 120 euros. So I think the Fly More pack would be at around 500 euros, the price of the drone. And the more you multiply batteries, the more you realize that batteries are more expensive than this drone. So the question is, would you be able to spend that price? At the time this quad was released, what I didn't like about it is that there was no combo with the DJI remote controller 2. You could only see some packages or combos with the motion controller, which a lot of people don't care about. I mean, in a way, I can understand that they were trying to sell all unsold DJI motion controllers, but at least we should have the choice. The way I felt about it is like they force you to take that motion controller while the remote controller version 2 was sold out. This is not honest to me, and this is not fair. Don't force people to buy what you want them to buy, and at the same time, you know that we get this quad, we want the remote controllers for those who didn't have it. So to me, this is not honest to do that. And one last thing I don't like about it is the confusion between the goggles name, Goggles V2 and Goggles 2. Before the Goggles V2, we had the Goggles V1, then the Goggles V2, the one that I have. If someone is starting to be interested in those things, and this person I think might be confused about the goggles name, Goggles V2 and Goggles 2, what's the difference? So that's all I had for today. After 2 videos, I just hope that you know better if the Dji Avata is for you. For your information, I've created another video about the pros of Dji Avata that was released before, so go check it out if you missed it. See you later. Bye-bye.